Today we're doing another video about Smash Bros. Today we're doing it if I decide all of the fighters in Smash Bros. Sakurai has done actually a pretty decent job for picking all the DLCs. Definitely better than the last time, where they picked freaking Corrin. But 7 out of the 8 characters are actually good. The 8th character not being good is Min Min. But she's Min Min. What do you expect? But also the current DLC characters, yes, including Piranha Plant, are pretty good. Especially Piranha Plant and Banjo-Kazooie, and yes, Steve. But what if I decide all the DLC characters? Excluding Piranha Plant, because he was kind of a bonus character. So yeah, we'll be going over all of them. So, we'll be going over the characters that I would agree and keep. The three characters are Hero, Banjo-Kazooie, and Steve and Alex. All three of these characters are very important characters in the gaming industry, and I think they deserve the spot in the Smash roster. As fun as Terry is, I don't want to leave it exactly the same as Sakurai's picks, so I'm going to put my own picks in, and I'll also avoid putting non-video game characters in the roster, or else I'll put Goku and Deadpool or other non-video game characters on there. We're going to exclude those characters as well. The first character I would put on the DLC roster would be a character that we all have been wanting for a while, and that is Waluigi. Waluigi seems to be left out of the Mario franchise. Waluigi is essentially the black sheep of the Mario franchise according to Sakurai and Nintendo. And of course, I really wanted to see Waluigi this time in Smash Bros. But Nintendo said no, Waluigi stays assist trophy. I would change it where the assist trophy would be disabled every time Waluigi is in the match, considering they always did that with certain assist trophies on certain stages. So Waluigi is my first pick. The next pick is another fighting game character, and that is another important character to 90s fighting games, and that is Scorpion from Mortal Kombat. Yes, I said Mortal Kombat can't be in Smash Bros. Because Mortal Kombat is too violent, but Scorpion has appeared in other games in Japan, such as Injustice and Injustice 2, and other crossovers in the past. And considering that Mortal Kombat is a very important game, the gaming history, being the game that literally created the ESRB rating, I think that Mortal Kombat should have a spot in Smash Bros. If I pick the characters. The next character is pretty obvious. Paper Mario. Well, we all know Paper Mario in the order. If Sakurai picked Bio right after Three Houses released, then Mario picked Paper Mario. Paper Mario makes a lot of sense. He'll be very different from Mario as he uses his hammer in some of his moves, and he'll incorporate his partners in some of his moves as well. So, Paper Mario will be the final Mario rep for the roster, so we don't put too many Mario characters. The next character I would pick would be Master Chief. Wait, 3 Microsoft characters? Well, you can technically count Banjo. I would count Banjo and Steve as well, and Mojang reps, despite being owned by Microsoft. The same way that we count Joker as an Atlas rep, even though he's really owned by Sega. So Master Chief is the icon of Microsoft, and it makes sense that he is in the game. Some means we already have 4 DLC characters decided. The next character is pretty obvious. Crash Bandicoot. Crash Bandicoot is another icon. And that means we can finally have all 4 of the big gaming mascots of Nintendo, Sega, Microsoft, and Sony battle it out in a battle. And I think everybody would like to see this. And Crash Bandicoot seems to be the easiest character out of Sony's characters because Sony doesn't own them. Activision does. So Activision gets Crash Bandicoot. The next character on my picks is Tracer. Yep, Tracer. Well, Overwatch is a new game, and yes, the only problem with putting Tracer in Smash Bros, other than the fact that that there is no gay characters on the roster, is the whole controversy with China. That is the only problem with putting Tracer in Smash Bros. Is the whole controversy of China. But it seems that Nintendo has warmed up about it, and I think they will have probably been decided before the whole controversy. The next character is a very well-requested character, and that is Ryu Hayabusa. He sounds like I haven't played his games, but he sounds like a pretty interesting and unique character to put on the roster. And he has been leaked by Birds of Ben, but even if he wasn't leaked by Birds of Ben, I would have picked him if it wasn't for Virgin. Ryu Hayabusa would make, well, it's also another icon of the SNES, and he would be a pretty unique character. The last character we'll be picking is another character from a recent Nintendo game that isn't a Mario character. And that is, you know who. The last character is Grovyle from Pokemon Mystery Dungeon. Yep, of course. Yes, Pokemon Mystery Dungeon is not, but Explore the Sky is not recent, but Pokemon Mystery Dungeon Explorers Deluxe is recent. So of course, it makes perfect sense to get a Mystery Dungeon rep. Finally, we can have that amazing, because Mystery Dungeon has zero representation in Smash Bros. So I'm going to get a stage 4 Mystery Dungeon, all of the amazing soundtracks, and yeah, Waluigi stage will be Waluigi Pinball, obviously, and Paper Mario would obviously be a stage from Paper Mario the 1,000-Year Door. Not from freaking Sticker Style, the 1,000-Year Door, the one that everybody remembers and loved. Or a stage on the wildly unique Super Paper Mario as well. One of the two. But we could finally have some Mystery Dungeon representation in Smash Bros, which is deserving. And also we have zero Gen 3 Pokemon in Smash Bros as well. And yep, Grovyle would be also would fill the grass fire and start. Yes, Grovyle is now fully evolved, but considering that he is an important character in the Mystery Dungeon series, he gets a spot on the list. So, what did you think of my roster? Which characters would you think of putting character and making your own Smash Fighter roster? And yeah, I put Grovyle over Sword and Shield because Mystery Dungeon has zero representation at all, and it's a major spin-off series that Nintendo has put time and effort into making, but has zero representation in Smash Bros. And we all know Gaara would be a safe bet. But my second choice, if there was a Gaara Pokemon, if we had to pick a Gaara Pokemon, it would probably be Cinderace, because that seems to be the most popular Pokemon of the region, besides Toxicity. But again, and Rillaboom, yeah, I wouldn't walk around that whole entire thing of him carrying his thing, or I'll just pick Toxicity because his Gigantamax form is pretty cool and much better than, Cinderace's Gigantamax. It would be but Cinderace would be a much more better Gigantamax for our Smash. Yeah, there we go. So yeah, there you go. So that will be the DLC characters. And that's basically it. Goodbye.